Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Jack and Glenn channel. I'm Glenn. Before I start this video talking about Mitch and how and the reasons that he disrespected Kyrsten, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification. If you're new here, welcome. Once again, hit the subscribe button, bell notification, so you don't miss any of our videos. Just want to talk a little bit about Mitch and Kyrsten, right? If you know that in this episode, that Mitch had to go on a work conference, right? Mitch had to leave, and it's close to decision day. And while on this work conference, Mitch talks about how he had a great time, right? Mitch talks about how he was in a hot tub with the beach babes, and how he was didn't want to tell everyone that he was married, and didn't want everybody to know what was going on in his life. Well, doing so, Mitch really was disrespectful to Kyrsten. Right? Here's some of the truths and some of the reasons why, in my opinion, that Mitch was totally disrespectful to his wife. I'm going to break down a couple of reasons why it is disrespectful to Kyrsten. All right. First reason here, first reason that Mitch was disrespectful is Mitch took his ring off, right? I know some of you said that is one of the biggest disrespects. You're going to a conference, right? You're going to where there's a lot of women at. You're going to where people know your name. And yet you don't want everyone to know that you're married. It is disrespectful to be married and not let anyone know that you are married, right? Not to let anyone know that, hey, you know what, something has changed in my life. And I know a lot of you out there talking about NDAs and non-disclosure agreements. This has nothing to do with an NDA, right? Because he already admitted that some of his close friends knew that he was married. Got to put in perspective here. Mitch went to a conference. Some of these people he probably have not seen in months, right? Hadn't seen in years. All right, so he could have easily been like, hey, by the way, or if somebody would have noticed his ring, because some people may not have even noticed that he had a ring on. But if he had a ring on, hey, by the way, I got married, and my wife's name is Kyrsten. He didn't have to tell them that he was on a show called Married at First Sight. He didn't even have to tell them a story. I understand he's a truthful person. Somebody might have asked, how did y'all meet? Well, we met this way. Or, by the way, he's a smart guy too. I can't tell you how you met. Just know that we got married 8 weeks ago. She's a great girl. We got hooked up. Without even going into that I'm on a TV show, without even going into that I'm on Married at First Sight. But by him not telling anyone at the conference that he was married, anyone knew that he encountered, that's one of the first things that was very disrespectful. Not letting anybody acknowledging your wife. Even when she's not there, you acknowledge your wife, because guess what? I'm married. I committed to this person for the rest of my life. For sickness and health, to death do us part. I am committed to you, right? So he was being disrespectful by not acknowledging that he's married, being disrespectful to her by not keeping his ring on. She had to ask him, where's your ring? Did you lose it again? And he's like, nah, I didn't lose it. I took it off. It's right here in the cup holder. Now, mind you, she knew he didn't have his ring on because she wasn't even looking at his finger, right? She knew he had took it off. Here's the other way that Mitch was disrespectful to his wife, by saying, oh, now I can be married again. No, brother. Even if you don't have the ring, some people don't wear the ring. Some people don't trust keeping the ring on for work reasons or whatever reasons. Fingers are swole up. You're still married, right? And some of the jokes he made were disrespectful. You already have a wife who has self-esteem issues, right? You already have a wife who she thinks you're not attracted to her because you already said you wasn't attracted to her, and so you're just amplifying with your sarcasm that I am not attracted to you because I'm not married anymore. I know when Gail talked about reading the room, Mitch should have read the car, right? Look over at his wife as he was talking to her and see that she was getting annoyed, see that she was getting upset, seeing that she was getting bothered by the fact that he's making these sarcastic comments about not being married anymore. He was being disrespectful, right? Even though he was telling the truth, he was still being disrespectful. Reason behind that is he doesn't have a filter, doesn't have doesn't have a sarcasm meter, right? Doesn't know when sarcasm is not to be used in a situation. Another reason that he was being another way and reason that he was being disrespectful to his wife was when she asked, or when she made the comment about the beach girls, right? Hey, is a lot of beach women there, and I'm the beach dude, and I'm the guy. There's a lot of women around, a lot of guys. Well, that implies that you are the guy. All right, that implies that a lot of women are looking at you, which Mitch is lying here. He's not telling the truth, because these some of the people at his work conference, which they know him and they understand him. These are the same people that knew you before Married at First Sight, Mitch. These are the same people that knew Mitch, that didn't want to date Mitch, or didn't want to have sex with Mitch, because Mitch wasn't in a committed relationship for a long time. Mitch had not had sex in a long time. So, Mitch, why are you trying to please women who really don't like you in the first place? You're trying to throw that back in your wife's face. She, again, already has an attraction issue, so you're telling her, oh, there's pretty beach women. A lot of beach women here. You know how beach girls are. They're very pretty, which implies you're not pretty because you're not a beach girl. Being disrespectful, Mitch. That is totally disrespectful, inappropriate. A reason why his wife was getting annoyed. Again, if you watch her vignette, she was like, "I am very annoyed." He's being truthful, but at the same time, it is bothering her. So Mitch was being disrespectful there by talking about all the beach babes. Here's another way Mitch was being disrespectful and rude to his wife, not knowing that he was doing so. Staying out all night, right? Staying out all night, partying, hanging out while you're at the conference, getting sloppy drunk while you're at the conference, creating a hangover while you're at the conference. Many things could have happened, right? I don't know how Mitch responds or acts when he's drunk. Mitch was the life of the party, singing karaoke, right? He said after the party, it's the after party, right? So he is in the hotel lobby, right? The after party's in the hotel lobby. He's drunk, he's dancing, no ring on, right? Somebody could be feeling Mitch. You're disrespectful because you're not in your room at an appropriate time, right? You could be talking to your wife. Y'all could be building that connection while you're out of town, right? Having confidence while you're out of town, reassuring her and give us a reassurance that everything is doing fine. Reassuring her that, you know what, I'm being on my best behavior. Reassuring her that, you know what, that I'm good Mitch. I'm not bad Mitch. I'm not out there doing anything that I'm not supposed to be doing. That is the way that you respect your wife. All right, be in the hotel room. Be, you be at the function, but at the same time, being respectful, even though she's not there. The truth is that he's too honest at times, and not telling Mitch to lie or be disrespectful. But there's some things Mitch could have kept to himself, right? Mitch could have said, "Yeah, we had a great time at the conference. I hung out with some of the friends. We even hung out in the hot tub. I let people know that I was married, right? I didn't go into detail. I didn't want to get sued by Married at First Sight. I didn't want to miss any of my paychecks, but I did let people know, you know what? I have a wonderful wife at home. I can't wait for you guys to meet her at the Christmas party, at the Thanksgiving party, or at the summer event, whatever case may be." He could have easily at this time reassured Kyrsten that he was in love with her, reassured Kyrsten that he's cared for her, reassured Kyrsten that he was kind, that he wanted to be with her, by letting everyone know that he was married. And the truth is, I don't think Mitch wants people to know that he's married, because he is not in love with Kyrsten. He doesn't want to be in this relationship. He doesn't think she's attractive enough, and he's ashamed of who he's married to. Again, had opportunity to build her up, had an opportunity to lift his wife up while he was out of town. And I just think he doesn't understand. When on the after party, when Keisha asked him, do you understand what you did? Oh, nah, now I understand what I was doing. Well, bro, you should understand before. Every joke is not funny, right? Every comment shouldn't be said. I learned a long time ago, all things are lawful, but they're not expedient, which means all things are good, but it shouldn't be said at the right time. She missed you. She just told you. She told you, I missed you. I missed you being around. We missed the noise. We missed you, and you could have been like, hey, I missed you too. There was no I missed you. There was nothing like, I'm glad to be back home to you and Luna, right? None of that. If Mitch wanted to take his ring off, right, and have a good time and party, right, he had it in the cup holder of the car, which makes me believe maybe Mitch had it in the cup holder of the car when he left and went to the airport. Just something to think about, right? He might have put it in the cup holder when he went to the airport and didn't even take it on the trip with him. right? If that was the case, Mitch, how about when you get back in the car, you slide that bad boy back on before she even noticed that it's gone. So that means she had the conversation, y'all had the conversation that it was gone in the first place. Stop being disrespectful to this woman. The truth is, and the real reason that Mitch was disrespectful, he's not attracted to Kyrsten. He doesn't love her. He doesn't care about her. He didn't want to explain how he got married. It's multiple things why Mitch, this was totally disrespectful to his wife. I ran through them. Let me know, did I miss something of how Mitch was disrespectful to his wife? If so, hey, leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what I missed. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification. Again, if you're married, fellas, keep your ring on so you'll have to answer all those questions when you get back home. If you don't want to be accused of anything, don't do anything. Women, keep your ring on as well. If you want to be accused of anything, don't do anything. Keep the ring on. It is for eternal. It is for the rest of your life, because you made the commitment for sickness and health until death do you apart. Again, hit the subscribe button, bell notification. Thank you, and have a great afternoon. Leave a comment.